Okay, before I get going on the FanAd Daily video for September 2nd, as always, I'm going to recap yesterday's contest. And I think it's important that I spend some time on this because it'll give you a good correlation between our analysis and how things panned out. So if you remember, we suggested using the Cubs pitcher, Atlanta pitcher, and Cleveland pitcher. Now, all the games were low scoring, so the pitchers did well. And we've suggested using Cleveland sluggers, just loading up on Cleveland sluggers and filling out your card with Atlanta and Chicago sluggers, even though the pitchers for Chicago and Atlanta were horrible PR plus numbers. We anticipated a low scoring game, and that game was 2-0. So it was low scoring, so not a lot of hitting in that game. Now, what killed us, our Cleveland sluggers did hit, but what killed us is so did the Detroit sluggers. Detroit sluggers hit pretty well, so Detroit got, we didn't use any Detroit players, so that brought us down. Now, we only had a confidence level of 4, so we didn't expect to make any money or break even, but we gave it a shot anyway. And so if you look at this, you can see that we put in 4 entries like you said we were going to, and we invested $16, won 8, so we lost 8 overall. Now, the good news is if you got the full FanAd for the day, you could have probably found a much better contest in the evening, which we did. We entered it with 2 entries for $3 each, $6 investment. We won 15, so a $9 profit. So our profit for the day yesterday was $1, and that may seem silly to even point out, but it's important that we just maintain a break-even status or make a few dollars until we hit the big one. Because if you look at we finished well into the top 5% of the contest, the late contests, won $15, and our confidence level was only about a 4. Last time we had a confidence level of over 7, we won $100+, and eventually we'll hit 1,000, 2,000. But to maintain a break-even status, obviously there's thousands and thousands of people in these contests that are losing money every day. So our goal is just to maintain until we hit the big one. And once you get used to reading the FanAd and interpreting the numbers, you'll be able to identify the perfect storm very clearly.
Are we clear?
Crystal.
In other words, when something really lines up and you can get some separation, you will be able to identify it. And once we do in this analysis, we will certainly point it out to you. We just haven't so far, and today looks like another one that we're really not gonna get any real separation, so our confidence won't be high again today. Again, if you want the full FanAd, click the red button below this video. If you want us to send you these 3 games to your email address, submit your email address to us below the red button. We'll send you a bonus game as well. And then below that, watch that 15-minute video and learn how to interpret this data yourself, so you don't have to watch these videos every day and you don't have to listen to me, because you may see something different in the numbers than I do. And if you're watching on YouTube, click the link in the description below the video and you'll come to a page where you can get all that information that I just pointed out. All right, we burned about 3-4 minutes here, so let's make this quick.
It's not going to be days at a time, but hour 45, no problem.
Here's the contest today. This is an actual contest that we're going to join with these 3 games on FanDuel. So let's look for our pitcher. We're looking for a high PR plus. As always, first thing that stands out obviously is this 125. It's fantastic PR plus. What we don't like about the Houston pitcher is he's erratic, meaning he can pitch really well or really bad in the last few games. So we have to count on him to throw in a good one. The last 4 times out, he hasn't been throwing any good ones. He's got a great strikeout rating, and he's got a good bullpen backing him up, so you have to use him. So we're going to use him on one. Everyone else will use him. He'll probably be high-priced, but we're going to use him. Who else will we use? We're not going to use anybody down here. These are both red PR pluses, so we'll just X those out. Not interested in those pitchers. Also, if you look over here, the special indicator, John Lester, who is a pretty good pitcher, his last game score was an 8. He went on the DL, and he's just coming back today from the DL, so we can't count on him. He might pitch great, but we just can't count on him. So again, we've got Houston pitcher and Peacock. I love this indicator. Tanaka for Yankees has pitched great. at home. He's at home today. He's got a decent PR plus, not great, but he's good recency, good strikeout rating, good bullpen backing him up. So we'll put him on another entry. And then we're also going to put Pomeranz for Boston. He's got a good PR plus here. He's got average recency, great strikeout rating, good bullpen. So 3 entries we're going to enter today in this contest. We're going to enter one with Boston's pitcher, one with the Yankees pitcher, one with Houston's pitcher. And then if you turn to our sluggers are easy. We're going to load every card with Houston sluggers, because we've got a poor PR plus that the Houston sluggers are facing in Lugo for the Mets, and the Mets have a bad bullpen, so slugging should continue all game even when Lugo leaves. So there's no question we're going to load all of our entries with Houston sluggers. We have to fill out the card with other sluggers, some from some other teams. So probably down here, Atlanta and Chicago, just because they've got bad PR pluses. There should be some slugging going on in that game. So again, Boston, Yankees, Houston for our pitchers, Houston for our sluggers on every entry. Fill out the cards with Atlanta and Chicago sluggers. We're going to leave it at that. Good luck with your games, and we'll catch you tomorrow on Sunday for the card on the 3rd.